Hey, what's up, guys? And Nick Nat Goes to the Movies. I'm Nick, and today we're going to be talking about Marvel's lesser known properties. We got The Punisher from 2004. We got the most recent Guardians of the Galaxy. We're going to be talking about Ghostrider, and this is all in anticipation for Ant-Man coming out later this week. So let's see if Marvel's track record with these lesser known, kind of odd properties is going to pan out for them based on history. So Marvel's earlier properties consisted of Blade, X-Men, and Spider-Man. All three were pretty well received. You can definitely watch them today and still enjoy what they were, what they are. Then they made Daredevil with Ben Affleck and Colin Farrell, and it wasn't nearly as strong as people would have wanted it to be. Special effects definitely don't stand the test of time. The acting's a little over the top and goofy, and just overall is a really weird movie. So Daredevil fans were begging for a new Daredevil, and they thankfully got someone to save their Hell's Kitchen, and they had Charlie Cox to thank for that and Netflix. It was a great TV show. We're not going to talk about that now because we're going to be doing a separate episode on that later, but definitely a great show and definitely a great reimagining of a character. Now we're going to talk about The Punisher. I saw the 2004 and 2008 versions, 2008 having Ray Stevenson, who was great in Dexter, pretty good in Thor, but he was not a good Punisher. It was more like Punishment. Um, it was just such an over-the-top weird movie. The bad guy was so over the top, it was distracting. Ray Stevenson had a great part in the beginning, like the first 5-10 minutes. It was a really cool chandelier shootout scene. Other than that, the movie really just downhill. Not really good. And he's not relatable at all. He's just pretty deadpan throughout the entire thing. Now, the 2004 version with Thomas Jane, for starters, great soundtrack. Carlos Cilioto has a great way with the piece. The tone really matches the movie very well. You can't get much better than a musical soundtrack like that. Definitely give it a listen. So now to the movie itself. Thomas Jane is a fantastic Punisher. He is relatable. He's serious and dark, but not too dark. The good thing about this movie is you get a chance to see how he becomes a Punisher. He has a family. He has a son. He has a wife. He has a whole extended family, and spoiler alert, they all die. Now, it's not really a spoiler because it's a 2004 movie, so just putting that out there. But you see him with his family, and you really, can relate to him. He's a family guy. He works a dangerous job, and the mob kills his family, and he wants to avenge them. So with great power comes a little responsibility, but not in the face of these bad guys. So he puts some vigilante justice in him, and it's a pretty fun movie to watch. The bad guys are cool enough. There's some great fight scenes, some great shootout scenes, and it's just Thomas Jane is like a darker Rambo. That's the only way I can describe it. If you like Rambo movies, you're gonna like The Punisher. So definitely recommend it. I enjoyed it a lot, but the 2004 version, not the 2008 version. But on to the next one. Ghostrider was a pretty rough ride. I think the good parts, Sam Elliott was a great mentor to the Ghostrider. He was a Ghostrider himself. It was a pretty cool scene at the end where they're riding off together. The tone was really cool. It was a good mix of dark and like a weird humor, which is pretty much what Ghostrider is all about. So definitely commend the writers for making that tone prevalent. And the Ghostrider actually looked pretty cool. Definitely the scenes where you didn't see Nicolas Cage and it was just the Ghostrider. The special effects were cool. The action was cool. I definitely enjoyed those moments, especially his character, how he portrayed the Ghostrider himself. That being said, speaking of Nicolas Cage, he's one of the two leads with Ava Mendes, and I thought the two of them were just terrible. Um, I think Nicolas Cage is great in National Treasure. He's pretty good in Kick-Ass 1. And other than that, I don't like Nicolas Cage in most movies. The chemistry wasn't really there, and Nicolas Cage just ruined the movie for me. And if you thought the first one was bad, the second one was even worse somehow. Nicolas Cage was back. The plot was literally all over the place. That's all I gotta say about Ghostrider. Please make a good Ghostrider in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Be it a Netflix show, be it a cameo in Doctor Strange. Just let's get Ghostrider in there. Please get Ghostrider. And now on to Guardians of the Galaxy. So Guardians was probably one of Marvel's riskiest moves. It was in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. No one really knew what to expect from Guardians. Most people probably didn't know what Guardians of the Galaxy was. I know I didn't know what they were until I saw the movie. And just from that first trailer with Blue Suede song, you were hooked. The hype was definitely there after that first trailer, and that movie delivered. It was a fun movie. It was so different. The characters are all really well realized, even the minor characters. Michael Rooker's character I thought was amazing. The Collector was pretty cool. And they actually fleshed out Thanos a little more, so that's a good look ahead to the where Marvel Cinematic Universe wants to go. And as I said, that soundtrack was fantastic, and it always helps to have the gift to cinema right now, Chris Pratt as your lead. Can't wait to see what they do with the second one. It's going to be tough to top the first one, but the guys at Marvel know how to do what they do. So let's bring on Guardians of the Galaxy 2, guys. Hey, what up, guys? Just saw Ant-Man, and it was fantastic. Definitely recommend watching it. I laughed. It was a hilarious Marvel movie. Adam Scott was great. Corey Stoll was a great bad guy. A lot of the supporting cast was good. It was definitely on the same vein as Guardians of the Galaxy, of being just a funny, well-done movie with some action, some drama there. Definitely recommend it. Go check it out, guys. We're going to be switching formats after this week to try to do more solo videos, not as much full shows. So for the month of August, we're going to be trying to do a lot more little videos. We'll see what happens. As usual, guys, if you have any questions, email me at knickknackgoestothemovies@gmail.com or hit me up on Twitter, knickknack_IC. That'll do it.